judged by the Father's hand. As far as I am concerned, I have begged for the anointment of the Lord, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. So when I am appointed, elected, or anointed to lead the people of Jamaica, I am trying to direct them away from violence, away from hatred of their brother. Politics was never meant to divide. Politics was meant to build and unite a nation. What Darrell Vaz told us today is something that all Laborites and all PNP must reject. Nobody must die because of their political belief. Those days in Jamaica must be finished, must be over. But I have preached that in this party, and I have preached that to the Laborites, and I'm preaching it to the PNP, because it requires leadership. We are showing the leadership in the Jamaica Labour Party. We are preaching that to our people. We are preaching that to Jamaicans. And I would invite the PNP to preach that gospel as well. When I talk about ending garrison, it's not just the garrison in a physical area. It is the garrison mentality of thought that says that the only political view must be expressed is the view that you share. And if somebody else expresses a political view different from yours, you may very well stab them in the neck and kill them as they did in Portland today. That represents the worst of our politics, and those people who espouse it, those people who don't talk up against it, are as guilty as those persons who practice it. We in the Labour Party must make the change. We must reject that politics from within us. And I know that there are people in the PNP that reject that politics as well. And the motorcade today in central Kingston is God spare me. Because by the time I look to my left, it's two big rock stones that I see coming. And I thought that there was enough leadership in the opposition to prevent that from happening. That kind of thing is happening too often in the campaign. And I'm again making the appeal that the opposition needs to say clearly that they reject violence, that they are telling their people to stop being aggressive towards the Jamaica Labour Party, that they are telling their people they must say clearly that they want a peaceful election. We have said clearly we want a peaceful election. This is the Christmas season. It wasn't an easy decision to call an election during this period of time, but we had to do it. But if leadership is displayed, we can have a peaceful election, and the Labour Party is displaying the leadership necessary to have the most peaceful election in the history of Jamaica with this election. Laborites, it has been a long night, and I'm not going to keep you too long. The word and the message from the platform today is that Jamaica is going to be a developed country. What we have started to do today, what this government has started to do, is to lay the foundation for the development of this country. We have come too far to turn back now. We have done too much to give it over to the PNP for them to wreck it as they have done before in the past. What I want you to do, Labour Rights, is come the 29th, come election day, is to come out in your numbers. Come out in your numbers. Go to your polling station. Mark your X beside there. And once you do that, and you make sure that your neighbor is doing that, the Labour Party will be guaranteed a victory. Labour Rights, we had a wonderful day. We had a wonderful tour. We touched several constituencies. We see some PNP and them jump up with us and we hug them up same way because the word is love, peace and love. I want you to go home safely. I want you to go home safely. God bless you and keep you. As you travel, may God carry you home safely. Labour Rights, I love you.
Labour Rights, I know it's a long day. Let us close with the party anthem.